reported being punched in the face by her live-in boyfriend during an argument. The suspect was identified as the renowned, undefeated professional boxer, Gervonta Davis.
I can't see. I have repeat the address. I need to send you this to you. I need the address. Damn, what's the address? There's nothing precious about that, right? Alright, you come over here. You come over here, please, and stand with that. What are you weapons on you? What is that? The charger, man. The charger? Yeah, okay. You got anything on you? I'm at my house. Okay, alright. I got it. Last one. Who was in the car? This is my car. She took my car. This is my child one. Oh, okay. Alright. Does she have any weapons? Alright. Just put down your phone number. What's your name? Jerron? What's your name? Yeah, she's trying to. But I gotta drive it to take me wherever she wants to go. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the baby on pretty. You so that was one strike. Come on, man. You know what's going on. If you get all on. I've been telling you. I'm riding, because it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my work like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm riding this shit. I'm gonna keep it out, pop out of the we do not come with me. I can't be no company. Only do real respect. Oh no, I was coming in from something. I read it in Rex. I didn't today. You just go down. Yeah, girl, this go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times in the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These bitches know ain't no cap in it. I like what's stacking it. I'm riding. Biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the pretty. Leaving my work like it. I see no biggie. The court certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's able to find Melton. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cummings. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Watson on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Steelers at 10-2 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that in this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know the guy's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Man, fuck!
They set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, it's Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cummings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got this to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Tua, a final shot before half. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I love what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Again, it's Harris on second down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's another carry for Harris. Taken down at the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and he's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Watson. Touchdown! Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Black Ultra. Right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua completes this one to Pickens. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone.
This nigga can't do shit else, man.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll try and run for it.
Oh, my God.
He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. My, oh my, 237 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night gets going on. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try the right side with Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
They run for it with Harris. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the 41, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Go.
Now Tagovailoa. He's got him in. Complete.
God, that shit lagged on me and shit.
He's inside the 25. A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He's going to let it fly. And the comeback may start out. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
Yeah, two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw is Tua. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.